some math. We're on to day 13. Look and see what we've got here. We have some money subtracting going on, and you'll see they put this dollar sign in here, which is weird because they're only using cents. So that's actually okay to do. So we have 90 cents because of the decimal point minus 7 cents. So we just subtract like we normally would. Cannot take 7 away from 0, so the 9 goes to an 8, and this becomes a 10. So now I've got 10 take away 7 is 3, 8 take away 0 is 8, decimal point comes down, and we can put a cent behind it if we want to. We can even put the dollar sign there. Either way, the decimal point tells us it's cents. Ooh, I like these ones. They're kind of like riddles. You spend 23 cents. You give the clerk 30. You get 3 coins back. What are they? So remember, this is kind of a two-step question. First things first, I got to know how much money I'm getting back, and then we can find out what 3 coins make that amount. So we spend 23. We give them 30. So we're going to do a subtract. 30, take away 23. 3 goes to a 2. This goes to a 10. 10 take away 3, 7. And 2 take away. Okay, so I'm getting 7 cents back. So what 3 coins could make 7 cents? I'm going to need a 5-cent piece and then 2 pennies, right? So I'm going to need a nickel. I'm going to need a nickel and then 2 pennies. Because that's 5, 1, 1. 5, 6, 7. Ooh, I like that kind. All right, we'll slide on down to 3. Oh, it's a greater than, less than, or equal to. But a pretty easy one. 86 versus 68. And remember, the open mouth goes towards the bigger number. I look at it this way. If it's an open mouth, I look at it as the world's best crocodile being drawn. And so crocodiles eat big things. So he's going for the big number. So open mouth towards the big number. Write in standard form 143. 100, 4 10s, 3 1s, 143. Number 6 says which month has the fewest days, or number 5 says which month has the fewest days. I'm going to do that last. We'll get back to that one. That's a good one. All right, zoom way in on this fella. He's a subtract problem, and it looks like I'm going to have to do some regrouping and borrowing. So can't take 6 from 5, so my first move is to borrow from this 2. He becomes a 1, and then this 5 becomes a 15. Okay, 15 take away 6, it's going to get me to 9. And now I've got 1 take away 5. Oop, no can do. 8 goes to a 7, and this becomes an 11. 11 take away 5, I can do. That's a 6. And then 7 take away 5 is a 2. 269. I'll come back out slightly. We have 31 children in a class. 26 of them make kites. How many children did not make kites? So we're comparing, right? We had 31 kids in class, 26 made kites. How many did not make kites? Let's just subtract. 31 kids total. 26 made kites. Whatever's left over didn't make kites. 1 take away 6, no can do. 11 take away 6, can do. That's 5. 2 take away 2, 0. So, how many kids? 5. All right, which brings us back to the last one. Which month has the fewest days? And you can check that by checking out a calendar if you wanted to. So if I zoom out, you can see July has got 31 days. August has 31 days. September has 30 days. October, back to 31 days. November, getting curled up here, 30 days. December, 31 days. January, looks like 31 days. Oops, sorry. February, 28. We'll keep our eyes, see if there's anything lower than that. March, 31. April, 30. May, 31. And June, 30. Okay, so the month with the fewest days by far is our buddy February. I'm going to put him down here. I'm going to zoom out just for 1 sec since I've got your attention and we're talking about months. If I flip this over real quick, if you think about it, here is the sun, right? He's in the middle of our solar system. And here's us, here's Earth. We're cruising around the outside. It takes for the Earth to go all the way around the sun one time and come back to where it is. That is a year, right? It's 365 days, kind of. Kind of takes 365 days. It really takes like 365 and a quarter of a day. And so every 4 years, if we didn't make up for that quarter, every 4 years, then we would be off by about a day. We wouldn't even notice it. Probably in our lifetime, we wouldn't really notice it. But over the course of a couple hundred years, if this is June 1st, then 100 years from now, we would normally expect sunny days June 1st, but then 100 years from now, June 1st might be over here, and we get normally rainy days and stuff. So to make up for it, to make up for the fact the Earth takes a little bit longer to get around than 365 days, we put an extra day in sometimes. Every 4 years, we have February 29th, and we call that one, it's a leap year, February 29th. We have an extra day on the calendar to make up for the fact that it takes slightly longer than 365 to make it around the sun and get back here. There's more to it than that, and more to it as the reasons why some of them have 30 and some have 31, and why February's only got 28 to start with. But this is just a math lesson, so we'll talk about that another time. Let's take one peek at the next page. Make sure there's nothing too scary coming up. Some adding. Multiply me. This is a mystery number one. If you multiply me by 2, you get 10. All right. How many sides does a triangle have? If you divide me by 5, you get 9. What number am I? Ooh, this is a tricky one. Both 5 and 3 you can probably solve by using your multiplication lists in your book. This one is tricky. Number 6. I don't know if they did this on purpose, but boy, is it kind of off kilter, right? It's a subtract problem, but make sure you're doing the 5 and the 2, the 3 and the 5, the 4 and the 7, and the 7 and the 4. They're kind of slanted like that, okay? And finally, Jason, I like this problem already, scores 40 points in his first game, 26 in his second game. How many fewer, that tells me we're comparing, right? How many fewer points did he score in his second game? All right, everybody, good luck.